What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your baby J Jack. You know Jeff in the building. What's good with you, Jeff?
Man, slow motion this way, but we still grinding, making it happen.
Yeah. Oh man, it's good to be back in action. I guess you should say back in action. We always in action. We always doing something. Jeff got a lot of community things going on. Cap, y'all go check that out. Support Cap. Support the city. You know what I mean? I really um how you say respect what Jeff do as far as that and putting his all into helping the city. That's one reason why I got much love for him. You know what I mean? Not just because he helped with Thawed and helped me out, you know what I mean, but just helping the city and helping so many others. So y'all respect that, show love to Cap.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Just trying to, really do something different, man. We've all grown up with this. This ain't, the movement ain't new. You know what I'm saying? Our parents was doing it, our grandparents was doing it, and you know what I'm saying. For me, it's legacy, and it's just our turn. You know what I'm saying, to try to make a difference. And so we want to make a difference, man, and we want to really, take it to that next level. So I appreciate everybody out there that rock with us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who we are, you can look us up, SaginawCap.org. That's SaginawCap.org.
Yes, sir. No doubt. And we was talking about it, I'm dedicating this one, you know what I mean, to my little cousin, little nephew. Maybe my nephew, you know what I'm saying? Because me and Kiba, Maisie grew up since forever. Little Maisie. You know what I mean? It's sports talk edition. Little Maisie, because he loves sports. All the kids in the city, Saginaw, that love sports, that don't talk sports, that just put their all in the sports. They go out there and work in the grueling summers. You know what I mean? For all the kids that's trying to better themselves and reach levels of taking their potential, their bodies, and pushing their bodies to the max, man, salute to them. Man, I got nothing but love for you. You already know.
Man, salute to the young king, man. The city really shook up with this loss. And so, man, uh, as a parent, it hurts. As a community person, it hurts. I mean, anytime we lose a young kid, man, I know personally me, I feel like, you know, like that's a kid I let down. And I think the community needs to feel that a little bit more. Like when we lose a kid like that, man, like we've all failed that kid on some level, man, because, we always say, man, that was a good kid. Okay, well, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Where were the adults, you know what I'm saying, that could put our arms around these kids, man, and you know what I mean? Like that's
Hmm.
we're at that stage, in our
Yeah,
life. If
yeah.
you 40 plus, like this is our time to put our arms around these kids and show them a better way and shield them from stuff because, that's a good kid. You know what I mean? Like the good kids, we gotta protect them from certain stuff. And the ones that may have slid off to the wayside a little bit, man, we got to be the ones that bring them back to the right side. So, it's on us to
Yeah,
step it up.
yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna show let me see if I can pull it up. They ain't let me pull up. Uh, it won't let me pull it up for some reason. I was gonna show a picture of little Maisie out there on the football field and doing what he do. And you know what, man? I know being in the business that I am, because with Thawed Magazine, I promote a lot of music. Shout out to everybody that support Thawed Magazine on the entertainment side.
For sure.
And one thing a lot of times I see is a lot of people blaming the music. How I feel about that, I'll speak on these, and we're gonna get into sports. But I just wanted to say one thing about that: the streets, the culture, how people live, influence the music. You know what I mean? Before NWA came out, it was already banging. They just said what was going on. When Tootsie Roll come out, they didn't create that dance. It was already out, and they put it. When Whoop There It Is came out, it was already in the streets, and they sung about it. When you got different cultures, you go to Memphis, you can go to California, Texas, they go about what's going on right there. If anybody changes, if anything happens or changes in the streets, we might get all kumbaya songs. You feel me? And that's
Yep.
just the truth of it. And we can blame music as much as we want, but the reality is, music is a reflection of the streets. Actually, hip hop is for the streets. So it wasn't mainstream, it wasn't suburban, it was streets. So when you hear streets in the hip hop, that's what it was. So if it's in the streets until the streets change, you're gonna hear that. So if you can change the streets, or anybody can work to get that street all the way being nice and clean and take care of our people in the streets, make sure nobody in the streets suffering, you're gonna hear a lot of the stuff you hear in the music. So until we change those or people change in the streets, the music is gonna reflect the streets.
Facts, facts. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's too many other influences, man, to be really blaming one. Um, you know that, you know, yeah. I can't go all the way to blame the music like some. I mean, and that's fine. I mean, difference of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's closer to home. I think we kind of make it to be more complicated than what it is. I think more people just got to play their role. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm not on the streets, so I can't play as a street cat and do that role. I got to
Mm-hmm.
play my position. You know what I'm saying? And
No
I can
doubt.
unite with the street cats that's out there trying to get that straight, and I can help them out however I can, and then they can help me out however they can. We work together,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we got to play our role. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
play a role. And me, I was in them streets kind of tough points of time, but then when I was in the streets, a lot of people know me for unifying and connecting a lot of cats that didn't like each other. So until you get people that can connect people in them streets and not always creating dissension and beef and anger, it's gonna be rough. You know what I mean? You need some OGs that can say, "Hey, young dog, you know what I mean? Hey, check him out. Just because your mama moved over there, y'all ain't gotta not like each other. You know what I mean? But hey, that's here though. We ain't gonna get too deep on that. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into sports. So everybody that came in and talk sports, we're gonna talk sports. But we just had to touch on that because it hit me to the heart about Lil Lazy, about his death and any kid's death. You know what I mean? It's so many kids that done died like senseless. Like why? You know what I mean? That had a lot of potential to do a lot of things, and a lot of times you got to reach the people that don't feel like they're gonna reach potential. Because if you can change some of them, sometimes they cannot affect the ones that do or try or go. So if somebody could have affected somebody that's gonna pull that trigger, it might have stopped them from taking somebody else's life. You can't always reach the one that's always the one that's already trying. Sometimes you got to reach that guy that's, hey man, don't do it. So if you can, hey, that's just a word for thought, food for thought. That's it.
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubt. So we're gonna get into it, sports talk. Well, first off, we appreciate y'all checking us out, man. That's major love. We got 4, 3, 4. It's bouncing in and out. But if you're watching, you can watch. You watching on Facebook, YouTube. Uh, Once again, Jeff, you let them know because we see a lot of Facebook users. So go ahead and let them know. You know what we always talk about, what you talk about. Let them know how to register.
No doubt. I'm seeing a bunch of Facebook users in the comment. It doesn't show your name. Here's how you can have your name show up in the comments. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. That's StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give it all it'll do is give StreamYard permission to use your name in our comments. It won't go any farther. It won't take your information or anything like that. It's simply permission to use your name. That way, we know who we talking to other than Tone. Tone just said his name. But
Salute
again,
to Tony
StreamYard.com
Tone.
slash
That's
Facebook.
my guy. Hey, that's my guy. I think he like beefing with me, so I enjoy beefing with you, Tone. That's we just have fun. Hey,
No
sometimes you gotta
doubt.
enjoy who you beef with.
No doubt.
But it's always love. That's why I love it.
Man, this our 12th year, right? 12
12,
years?
12 years. That's about
Man,
12 years next week.
man, it's been a wild ride, man. It's been a while. And it's still
Yeah.
wild.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. And shout out to everybody that been in the group that's in out. It's a new era of cats in there now. I'll be seeing a lot of new names now. So it's like, okay, should I get in there and argue, or am I going to get that emotion back? So I step back and just watch a lot of times and let them beef. So I enjoy seeing the new cats in there. I miss my old school cats at sports talk. But after 12 years, I always got a saying that if you got a million fans as a singer, Jay-Z ain't got the same million fans he had 10 years ago. It's a whole different million.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, we cycled them through, man. Some of our OGs still hanging around. A lot of them maybe moved on. You know what I'm saying? and that's fine. Some still pop in here and there, you know what I'm saying, just to say hi. You know what I'm saying? Some of our OGs like Donald Humes, he'll pop in like on a whim, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, hey y'all, I'm still a LeBron fan, you know what I'm saying? Just he'll just jump in. So man, but to the newbies, we appreciate y'all keeping it going, man. 12 years strong. 12 years strong, man. We've been at this thing. Like we was
Yeah,
one of the first to do it, and we still at it.
space age. Yeah, yeah,
For sure.
one of the first. I love about the group is, I ain't no bigger than the group. Nobody no bigger than the group. Some done left. They probably, I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to talk in there all the time for the group to keep going, and I see the strength in it. So, the whole thing, the family. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this picture up. I think I can share it now. Uh,
Okay. Okay. There he is.
did it come up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's a little nephew, man, little Maisie out there on the basketball court, football court. So shout out to all the youngsters out there, you know what I mean, that's doing it all and pushing themselves and trying to reach new heights. And I know a lot of hurt right now with the youngsters, their peers. Some of us older cats, we can understand it. I remember in high school when I was playing Jeff too, you probably can remember Onyx when
Yeah.
he died. You know what I mean? It is hard, you know what I mean, as far as that.
Tough.
So yeah, it was tough, you know what I mean? Even Popo when he died.
Yeah.
Uh so I definitely can feel the wounds. So a lot of young cats, they don't need them OGs to show some support. Don't look just to criticize and I don't know what y'all doing and all. Right now the kids need us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Need us.
Yeah. They definitely need us, man. Something we doing with Saginaw Cap, man. We're having a session. Our next session is going to be on this very topic, on the topic of not only violence in our community, but with a special emphasis on actually talking and listening to our young folks. Because too
Mm-hmm.
much of what we do, man, we get a bunch of adults in the room and talk. And
Yeah.
we get to wagging fingers at kids and doing things like that, man. That ain't what's needed. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
we need to embrace our children. A lot of them, this young man was a lot of, these kids' friend, classmate, family, cousin, brother, you know what I'm saying? And they're hurting. And they're young, man,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't know how to process that hurt and that grief. And
Yeah.
sometimes, it can go the other way, you know what I'm saying, when you don't know how to process something. And so
Man.
we got to step in and help them out, with that.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. As much as possible, uh, whatever way you see help, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to speak to the young, but I say down here where I'm at in the South is you talk to a lot of young cats. I can go and talk to cats. I rolled up on some cats at the gas station and the car wash, they was all chilling. They gave me that look first like they gave me
Man,
that look like, this old motherfucker coming up here. You know what I mean? I came out there, had some magazines, some of these magazines right here. And I was like, here, young dog, you know what I mean? I got to talking to them. Sometimes I might even whisper in their ear, man, like, check out, look in the business, what you do well. Or get some talks to them. Talk to them. You ever check out stocks? You know what I mean? Try looking at some stocks, you know what I mean? No, man, I don't. Look, just put it in your ear, check it out, check out some stocks, do some learning. Maybe you might want to go to school, something different. You know what I mean? You ain't got to love what I'm telling you, but it might be a quick couple minutes of just some whispering in their ear, and they might remember it for a while, and they might even put it into action.
yeah, that's what we got to do, man. I'll just be frank. A lot of these cats out here are afraid of these young cats, so they ain't trying to,
Hmm.
have any contact with them. Barely beyond passing and saying hi. Like they ain't trying to really kick it with these cats because they scared, and you ain't got to be scared of these young cats, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean it's a different era, but I think the same kind of relations happen with them. All it is
Hmm.
it's about respect. That's it.
Yeah,
Show
that's it. They want to
respect.
be respected.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I find, for me, what I'm saying, I go to, the corner store, wherever I go, and I encounter them, it's all respect. Like it's all
Mm-hmm.
respect. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
What's up, young man? You doing all right? What's up, little young dog? You all right? You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah.
straight respect. And they
That's
be
it.
like, yeah, OG, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it opens up a point to have a conversation, man. You being safe out here? You know what I'm saying? Everything smooth? Yeah, yeah. I'm holding it down,
Yeah.
OG. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Respect. It ain't hard. It ain't
Yeah.
hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times you might catch somebody messing with you and they coming like, hold on, leave my OG
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
You
Every
never
time.
know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? My little cousins and stuff are still around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, okay, that's little David, cuz, you know what I'm saying? They make that connection, you know what I'm saying? Like they know the family and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, you know what I'm saying? Then that opens up a whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you going
Mm-hmm.
around to the house? Yeah, cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then we get to kicking it around there. It ain't hard. It
It
ain't
ain't
hard.
hard. And like I say, with a lot of older people, man, you just gotta remember what it was to be young. The cats was out there doing silly stuff or popping and locking, and girls was twerking before it was called twerking. Now you 40, 50, and oh, that was wrong. Why are you doing? You don't remember what you was doing, huh? You gotta remember what you was doing too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how I feel. You gotta remember what you was doing. You gotta remember how it was the climate. You know what I mean? It's kind of worse right now for a young kid, in my opinion, because of we can talk music, but social media right now. My 12-year-old don't even got Facebook. They can see anything and everything right there. You can see cats getting shot right there, or girls and or nudity or whatever, right? 24/7 scrolling down your news feed. So it's way worse than when we was coming up when cats was going in garbage cans to get Playboy or something.
Man, yeah, it's way worse because you know what I'm saying. At least you know what I'm saying that they was banging in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But there
Exactly.
was also some other outlets that aren't present now. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm a Trinity kid. I grew up going to
Hmm.
Trinity, but I also went to the Silverton. Also here and there went
Houghton.
to the Nave. You know what I'm saying. Like there was places for us to go. You know what I'm saying? That was like safe zones. Like,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
sat right in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Trinity sat right in the heart of the east side. You know what I'm saying? One block
Hmm.
away is Ninth and Burke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right there. But
Yeah.
nothing popped off up there. You know what I'm saying? That was a safe zone. Like wasn't nothing popping off. And even the street cats came up there to hoop. You know what I'm saying? So uh, those type of places are missing now.
No.
I think J Jack might have froze up a little bit. Still there. Yep. I think J Jack froze up a little bit. I'll hold it down while he hopefully come right back on. But yeah, we gotta we can't say we gonna stay out the way of these young cats, man. We gotta get in as OGs, as they uncles, as they dads, as men. We gotta get in the way, y'all, and put our arms around our kids and really make it happen. Really make it happen, man, and really, do something to get our kids, man, to be in their life and to relate to them and to listen to them. Like too many times we be talking. Start listening to our kids. Our kids are very smart. They're very inquisitive. They know what's going on out here, and they have opinions about it. You'd be surprised when you actually ask them what's going on. They'll tell you, and they'll also tell you what needs to happen. But we got to listen to them. We got to listen to them. And once we listen to them, you know what I mean, we'll have better relations between generations, between our generation and the younger generation, and what I'm saying, we'll be able to work together. And so, us with Saginaw Cat, man, we're putting something together where we're gonna bring the youth in to talk to them about this stuff, man. We actually gonna do it at the African Cultural Festival coming up here in Saginaw on the 12th. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have our normal cap talk is gonna be at the festival, and we're gonna bring the kids in. I already got a lot of parents that are reaching out and saying, "Yep, I'm bringing my kids. Yep, I'm bringing my two teenagers. Yep, I'm bringing my two boys. Yep, we gotta bring our kids in. And we gotta listen to them, and we gotta, you know what I mean, like validate their hurt. They're hurting, and we gotta let them know that I feel you and I see you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that pain. You know what I'm saying? I know what that was like. I know what it's
Yeah,
like when we lost Lance Townsend. You know what I'm saying? That broke
man.
that broke me, man. And
Mm,
my mom didn't really know how to help me deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta
man.
do a little better to help them deal with their pain, man.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
pain can take you to some different places. It can take you into a depression. Pain can turn into anger. And it could take you a whole nother way, you know what I'm saying? And anger turns into revenge and you know what I'm saying, all and destructive behavior. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Oh yeah, yeah. I sure felt it. I had a destructive behavior when my cousin Pimp died,
get out,
and
man.
Lance.
That was another one. That was
Yeah.
another one.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of hurt in the city. I had to tell cats here where I'm at is that you don't want that. You know what I mean? That pain on top of pain on top of pain to get to the point where young cats beefing and don't know why they beefing, and they beefing because of stuff that happened 10, 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Man, it's rough, man. Trauma, you know what I'm saying, compounded. You know what I'm saying? They
Hmm.
done lost somebody and they done already lost two other cats and they ain't even buried yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even properly utilized the other one you just lost. You know what I'm saying? And here come another and another. Like that pain and that grief compounds, and you know what I mean. Like I don't think we really realize or really say it out loud that this is really like PTSD. It really is. You know what I mean? If you was in a
Yeah.
war and you lost three of your soldiers that fight next to you, you'll come home and they'll diagnose you with PTSD. Well, what happens when you
Yep.
lose five of your classmates? That's PTSD too.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
You
I
don't
definitely
diagnose
agree.
it.
You know, we can talk. Uh,
We
can you
don't
hear
talk
me?
about it that way. I hear you.
Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yep, I hear
Oh,
you.
okay, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
this Wi-Fi giving me a little problems right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But you totally right though. You totally right. You know, and it's hard to solve any of it. And I know we getting deep. You know what I mean? And this sports talk where we try to take you through another avenue of life. But I mean, follow Jeff. Follow Jeff Page. He got a lot of insightful thoughts on politics, on life in general, or about just any discussion that you can think of. We got also When Life Talk that comes on Wednesdays, where we discuss a lot of Crystal and Joe McMillan. Shout out to Crystal and Joe McMillan. You know what I mean? Also representatives of Thawed Magazine, and they talk about a lot of life sessions. And that's what Thawed Magazine we want to do. When I look at some of the people I work with, or in a capacity like Jeff or Crystal or Joe, I think like, man, I got to be better myself. And a lot of people know me in the streets as Jay Jack. They know my dad is bad news. A lot of cats didn't look at me and say, "Oh." Some cats say, "He ain't nothing. He ain't tough." But that'd be like the strongest street cat. He feel like he gonna kill everything. But most cats know when they see me on Seventh and Tuscola, it's Jay Jack. If you couldn't say Seventh and Tuscola, you got to mention one person. It's me. You know what I mean? I ain't saying to be bragging, but a lot of people say Jay Jack. And I look at cats I work with, or that I'm doing a lot of things with, and a lot of times it'd be like, man, I gotta do a little better for myself too. And I gotta keep working and keep grinding. And with the magazine, it's like I want to do more than just entertainment. I'm happy or proud when Jeff talk about situations on his page or Cap or life, or when I think Crystal and Joe they donated some money in Florida or Alabama. Florida and Alabama, one of both. And they tagged Thawed Magazine, or I was searching and they put Thawed Magazine on there. So those kind of things really affect me too, that I didn't even see or know that they was doing, that it they correlates with Thawed Magazine. Is like them things I want to do more of. I want to be able to help more, not just we ain't just promoting or just showing music. but it's a lot of things from sports, life, stocks. I want to get more into stocks, business. I want to be an avenue, and Jeff too. I know that's one thing he want to do, and one thing we all work to do is be more of an avenue to help our people know, learn, and grow.
Oh, absolutely, man. Got to do that. Somebody just said it in the comments. Elevation. Elevation is key.
Yeah,
Got to
it's
keep
beautiful.
elevating.
Elevation of life.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to elevate. Got to transition. You know what I'm saying? Can't
Hmm.
stay in the same place too long. Got to transition too. Even with Cap, man, I don't plan on doing this, for 5, 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? We have a problem with not transitioning and, moving
Hmm.
out. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring up the next young person. You know what I'm saying? You know, no matter what you do, most things are for young folks to be doing. They the ones that's supposed to be taking over, and you know what I'm saying. And we got to provide something for them to take over, and then let them take over. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. Once they're ready,
Yeah.
let them take over. Like when we get in our
Yep.
50s, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be 50, 55, 60, still going to meetings and still going, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? And truthfully, real talk, my wife ain't going for that. So wait a minute. We in a twilight of our life. Kids grown, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You still going to meet? Nah, bro, that ain't what I signed up for. So we got to learn how to
Yeah.
transition out of stuff too, you know what I'm saying? And let our young folks that are fully capable take it over and grow it, and they'll elevate it as well. And you know what I'm saying? And your legacy is on that. You know what I'm saying? Just because J Jack ain't
Hmm.
running Thawed no more, don't mean J Jack name ain't on it. Because when you look at the
Yeah.
first page of Thawed, it's gonna be founder J Jack. You know what I'm saying? Your legacy
Yeah.
is on
And we was just talking about that. Yeah, we was just talking about that about getting. Eventually, want to get more writers, more youth writers for Thought Magazine. Write their articles, to peers. More youth to learn more about business and promoters, or being just more avenues for them to be able to just grow. You know what I mean? If we can help any way we can, that's one thing I think that I can help with, is if a youngster is really wanting to write. You know what I mean? About being articles. I don't think when you look at Saginaw, it's a lot of articles written on Facebook or wherever. But we had our own website that reaches a lot of places, from Russia to China. I mean, an article is not many in Saginaw that has an article that can be shared without the use of Facebook, without the use of Twitter, without the use of any social media. It's its own site out in the world that people go, that people go to, from Google to wherever, whatever they go to, they can go to thoughtmagazine.com. So that, to me, I feel like I can help if a person or young person say, "Hey, I want to write. I want to learn how to write more." Hey, man, I think I can help you with that. What do you want to learn? I wish more people would say, "I want to do a magazine." You know what I mean? Because it ain't many magazines in Saginaw. Shout out to Julian Morris. I see your nephew. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Swag Magazine. I think he about the only other cat that I know doing a magazine out of Saginaw.
yeah.
So he coming. I don't know. I ain't got no spot, but I know he there.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he coming, man. He doing some major things, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to his parents, Danita Dorsey and Nate Morris. Like they
Mhm.
cultivated a young king, man, and you know what I mean. They've given him every tool to elevate and to do his thing and to flourish. And man,
Yeah,
as a parent, that's all we want for our kids is to flourish, man, and to give them everything that we've ever learned. Our you know what I'm saying, the positives, maybe where we failed at. You know what I'm saying. Tell them, hey, watch that pitfall. You know what I'm saying. Watch that
yeah,
right
yeah,
there. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying. Don't
yeah,
go that way. You know what I'm saying. And
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
man, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, and I'm gonna equate that to sports though. Don't say anybody is better than, because me my me myself, man, I love the way the game goes. You know what I mean? And this is one thing that we don't look at. But like Jeff was talking about, I went through. I started the magazine in 2003. You feel me? 2003 is when my first start. 2004, my first issue came about. I put 19 years into learning how to just get it to a point where it's at right now. And I can help a young can better tell him. and he might jump off from right now. He ain't got to go through them 18, 19 years. And if he
Right.
grow up and become that great and blow it up to farther I am, don't be like, hey man, he better than Jay Jack. Hold on, we ain't gonna don't separate us. Hey, if we can help him, he jumped off it and he ain't had to go through them 19 years of trying to just figure out little things and look simple. So I'm appreciate the fact that he took it from there and ran with it and went farther than I ever could have went. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yeah, we got to be good with that. You know what I'm
it's an
saying?
appreciation at the same man. He went far with it.
Yeah, we got to be good with that because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know, when they open Thawed magazine, whether it's in the front page or whether it's in the back where the credits at, founder is going to be JJ. So, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Your
yeah,
legacy is
yeah,
solidified in that.
yeah. You know what I mean? Saginaw, I wish Saginaw. I don't do it just for Saginaw. I do it for everybody. But sometimes I'll be like, man, Saginaw. I don't know if they know that there's no magazines at that level. It's none. It's not none. I think what is it? Michigan Banner.
Yeah, he's still
Michigan Banner
around.
was one doing. Yeah, he's still
Yep,
around.
he's still around. Yep, he's still actually doing very well too. They even have a Latino banner now, too. So
Oh,
yeah, doing very well.
that's what's up. Cause I know how hard it is. You know what I mean? And sometimes the issue, we pass out an issue like this mug might cost $8 an issue, and we might give it away or just take $3 for it. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, I'm getting paid hella money for it. I don't got no advert. Ain't too many people running to advertise, but I'm still pushing 18, 19 years. So we just gotta respect it and speaking on like Julian, if he go to a level higher than I ever went, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
proud of him. You know what I mean? Uh, Sometimes I'll be like, man, I wish I had them tools when I was young. But it is what it is.
yeah, no
It
doubt.
is what it
And you
is.
know,
So shout
yeah,
out to him.
he's doing a different model too. You know what I'm saying? Where
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Which I think anybody can do. Like he's more subscription based, so he's getting people to buy subscriptions.
Hmm.
So that what I'm saying, that's some revenue. You know what I mean? To keep the magazine going and stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
it's all in elevation and getting better at it and learning some stuff and just keeping it moving and keeping growing.
yeah. No doubt. So like I say, salute to all the young kids, man. This was episode. We're not just talking about sports in general, but it is because a lot of people like even with like Julian Morris. I don't think he plays sports, but he report on sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Report on high school sports. And I seen the post he put about little Maisie, my nephew. Well written, and that things like that when the youth report them things that wasn't going on a lot of times. A lot of youth wasn't reporting on just reporting. Back in the day. So when you look at a lot of the negatives, you got to look at some of the positives of right now. A lot of people like all the youth do this. You got to look at some of the positives, like Julian Morris, that's reporting on sports, got his own magazine and doing big things. Little Maisie with sports, or when the tragic loss of my nephew. And you got to think about all the people he affected from his teams that he played on, the camps he went to, the people that I seen a lot of people writing posts about him that played with him or just knew he was a great talent. You know, but you got to understand that the effect and the things he did to make people smile. So it's a lot of negatives with the use. People we had negatives. We can't say we didn't have negatives.
no, definitely can't. I know it. I know we had plenty of negatives. Hell, I grew up in, what I'm saying? I grew up on 13th and Cherry. You know what I'm saying? Heart of the East Side.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
see
know.
it. Yeah. Ain't
Yeah.
no
So
self righteousness around me. I quickly remind folks, like, come on now,
yeah,
come on.
exactly. Exactly. So, man, but we want to kick some more sports. We got a couple of sports. We appreciate y'all listening to us, and hopefully, y'all listen to us and didn't just say, "Oh, forget these old cats." Now, we just want to praise the youth for a while, man. They don't get enough of it a lot of times for what they do. I seen a 19-year-old. He had his own store. Stuff that man, it was hard to do. That man, I would get back into it, but salute to the youth that's doing their thing, man, and to the ones that's being counterproductive to y'all whole youth growing. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Put them guns down, put some dukes up or whatever. If y'all get into an argument, come on, man. That shouldn't lead to no. If words hit you that hard, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? You gotta check your inner soul.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna get on to the next segment, man. I just want to say salute to Lil Maisie, man. We still love you. We always gonna love you. Shout out to the Connor family, my sis Kiba, Maisie. Much love to the city of Saginaw as we deal with a lot of youth passing away at an early age. Um, we're gonna talk about what y'all want to talk about. Put it in the comments too. Y'all want to talk about
I ain't seeing nothing in the comments.
what Spence and Crawford? I know y'all
I think that's a big thing. I think that's what people are really, I think we were about an hour or so away. Uh, somebody said cheese.
they want to talk about cheeseburgers. Hey, that's a big boy there. Hey, you
Man,
sound like a big boy. I already ate, so I'm good.
man, for sure, for sure. Now, I think everybody talking about this big fight. Everybody. Big J Jack might have froze again. Um, yeah, who y'all got in the fight, bro? Who y'all got in the fight? Let me know. Hit them comments. I want to hear from y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got Spence, or do you got Crawford? Me personally, I got Spence. Um, I just I think Spence you know what I'm saying? I think they're mostly even, but I think where Spence is better at ultimately is going to carry him over. I think he's a bigger, stronger fighter as well. So as the fight goes deeper and deeper, and Spence is the type that wants to punish you. He wants to body punch you. You know what I'm saying? He wants to punish you over time. You know what I'm saying? He'll dedicate time to that body and chop that tree down. And I don't know if Crawford has seen that in an opponent. And likewise, I think Crawford is Spence's best opponent as well. So, you know what I mean? It's in the era where we don't get mega fights. This is a mega fight. It's a mega fight, and it's gonna be
Mm,
great. I'm looking forward to it. So, I think JJ
yeah.
might be back on.
Good. Can you hear me?
Okay, look like right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. They fighting with me right now. I guess the internet. I got too much on or something. I don't know. They don't want to. I ain't gonna trip. They ain't gonna stop nothing.
No, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But I think Crawford, bro. I'm riding with Crawford tonight. I don't know if
Okay.
anybody scared to put their predictions in the comments. Don't be scared. Who you got? Spencer Crawford tonight.
Right, right.
So
I'm over here trying to look in the comments myself, trying to see if anybody said anything. But
yeah.
it's definitely gonna be great. I think that'd be the thing with me with mega fights. I just be wanting them to live up to the hype. Even if I pick somebody and the other person win, I just be wanting it to live up to the hype. I don't want it to be a dud like Floyd and Pacquiao. To me, it was a dud. You know what I'm saying? Like Pacquiao carry his
yeah.
end of the deal.
Yeah.
Um, and Floyd just easily got him out. You know what I'm saying? Like he just dominated him. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, hopefully this is a fight where what I'm saying both entities, man, have their moments. You know what I'm saying? They both carry the fight. You know what I'm saying? They both bring it. That whole time, whether they go the whole 12 or whether what I'm saying somebody rise up and get a knockout. Um, See Shot, what up, Shot? See Shock say he leaning towards Bud. Cool, cool, cool. Um, yeah, I mean, I say this about Bud. I think if Bud get him, he gonna get him fairly early. where he overwhelmed him, you know what I'm saying, in the 6th round or something, 7th round, where he catch him and then, you know what I'm saying, I think Bud is probably the best closer
Yeah.
in boxing. If he gets you hurt, he gonna get you out of there. Period. And so, you know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You seen Porter when he fought Porter dad threw that towel in like, nope. I ain't even finna let you do my son like that. Like, nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Like my son hurt, he knew, okay, he finna get him out of
Yeah.
here. Let me save my son for another day. So yeah, I'm just hoping that it'll be great.
Yeah. Uh-uh. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good fight and that everybody get their money's worth, I guess you could say, out of it. And there ain't no controversy of refs, refs stopping it or just something to where, as long as it's a good fight is all I feel like. Um, it's good to see boxing getting more love because UFC did a lot of damage to it. Kickboxing, all the other areas of like sports, martial arts sports. So it's
Yeah.
good to see kind of boxing because it's more the simplistic, just the sweet science. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm more of a boxing fan.
So
I just can't get into MMA. I can't. I watch some of it. You know what I'm saying? I watch the bigger fights. You know what I'm saying? The Adesanyas and all them. The bigger entities in UFC, but it's just something about boxing that's just better to me,
yeah.
and it's just like as you say, the sweet science. It's just more of a
Hmm.
it's more aesthetically pleasing for me, I guess. I don't get no satisfaction out of
Yeah.
ground and pound. I don't get no satisfaction. Like really.
Yeah. And that's one thing. And like for Saginaw, I mean, shout out to Jermaine Franklin Jr. I
Salute.
hope y'all all keeping an eye on him too. Salute to him. He continued to fight hard and fight strong. He had a setback, his last fight. Um, I forgot what was the dude. What was the dude's name? He was a pretty established fighter, but he gave him all he had.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
coming back stronger. So
yeah. He just had a fight in
yeah.
Detroit.
So salute to Jermaine Franklin Jr.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he just had I know he just won that fight too.
yeah,
So I think you got Robert Sims Jr., I think it is.
yep.
So shout out to all the fighters that's out there fighting out of Saginaw, Flint, Detroit, whole Michigan area. And I got to shout out Arkansas too. You know what I mean? Everywhere. Just anybody putting their all into what they trying to be.
Right, right, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to everybody on here that's checking out. I just seen this StreamYard tripping on my comments and sharing and stuff right now. But I seen Boo Brooks on there. Shout out to Boo Brooks. Shout out to Shock D. I see Shock D on there. Trying to see who else I seen on there, but uh, it has been tripping. So I done had to pull out I had to go on the laptop a little more to see what's going on. But salute to everybody that's rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all. A lot of times when we do sports talk, we ain't expecting to get 10,000 views or nothing like that. If we got 1, 2, 3 people checking us out, man, we appreciate that. That's just appreciation. You know what I mean? So we appreciate anybody rocking with us because you didn't have to.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, we gonna rock with who rock with us, and that's just what it is. Think,
I don't
think Jay.
know. It
Okay.
kicked me out of. Did it kick
Yeah,
me out again?
kind
You
of
can't hear
freezing.
me? Okay. Yeah, they trying to get. They telling me to get off or something. I don't know what it is. But this is the first time I've been live in about a good month or two, so it's probably got to break the cobwebs out.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, yeah, but I know Jeff. We Lions fans, so I don't know where my Lions fans at. I know y'all peeping the scene. Probably the best Lions team we done had in a long time. They still probably one of the youngest teams in the league. So I see Mr. Dre B. My bad, Twine. I see Twine. Yeah, yeah. Our fellow Lions brethren in the building.
Yes,
Man, you
sir.
know what it is. Yes, sir. I know y'all got some talks on that. You know what I mean? As far Jeff, how you feeling about them Lions?
Oh man, a lot of optimism. A lot of optimism. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, sometime tonight I'm gonna go on and see if I can look and see if I can make one of these preseason games. uh, but yeah, a lot of optimism. Um, man, just looking forward to, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I've been kind of leery too because I've been seeing we've been kind of a sexy pick, you know what I'm saying, and we ain't used to that. So I've been
Yeah,
kind of leery, like, dang, they
yeah. I don't like
a
it
little
either.
too much, Uh, but it's
Yeah.
cool.
You know when I seen that though, the sexy pics, all of a sudden next thing I know it's CJ Gardner go down. I'm like, God damn it.
Man.
I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But the injuries is what I'm more worried about. I like our young team. From when I look at the roster up and down, I'm like, man, he done turned over the roster a lot to the point where there's so much young talent on from the D line to the O line, the running backs, wide receivers. I mean, it's a lot of talent. And I see Mr. Dre B. He said, y'all with golf yet?
It ain't gonna never die.
Hey, and this my stance. This my stance on golf. I think he's a capable quarterback. He in the NFL. He's a capable quarterback. The thing about golf is that you got to have the talent around him to shine. He's not somebody that's going to carry a team to a decent record without the talent being all over. You know what I mean? And right now he got it all over. From Amon Ross St. Brown, even Antoine Green is showing a little talent out there. From the wide receivers, you got. I'm loving Sam Laporta. You know what I mean? Offensive line, he got top 5 offensive line in front of him. You know what I mean? Jameer Gibbs, the other running back that came from Chicago. I can't think.
Montgomery.
Daniel, I can't think his name right now. Montgomery. You know what I mean? So you look at the offense. I mean, I ain't gotta love golf, but I can love the situation he in and feel like golf is gonna help not lose games. That's all he gotta do is not lose games to me. Get the ball to the playmakers. You know what I mean? Hand the ball off to Jamar and Montgomery. Let his offensive line block. Don't try to do nothing silly. Step up at the wrong time or try to run outside the wrong time. As long as he do all them things, I'm good. Because I feel like if he can maximize the talent, now me believing that he a top 5 quarterback, that ain't got nothing to do with it. All I need him to do is not lose, not put us in position to lose.
Right. Dre said he is top 6 QB. I ain't with that, bro. But teachers
He
on.
might look if he look like a top 6. If he do, I'm gonna be happy. If he do, I'm gonna know that he really not a top 6 quarterback. Look, I can name all the cats. You know what I mean? The offensive line, I can name them all. You know what I mean? I feel like it ain't too many weaknesses except for Vitae, probably Big V. But you got Graham who can help right there. Jonah Jackson, I love. Frank Ragnar, I hate that it's told like it is, but I feel like he can be a beast, or he is a beast. Decker, we all know Penny Sewell. You can name that offensive line, and he got a great offensive line. Then you go to his wide receivers, bro. We ain't hurting that wide receiver. You go to his running backs. We ain't hurting that running back. You go to the tight end, Sam Laporta. We got talent behind him. Offense might be one of the top 5, 7, 8 in the league. But it ain't just because of golf. You feel me? It's not like he got that power arm that's gonna get it in there and make all the receivers look great. Them receivers, I think Amon Ra gonna make him look great, and I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna dog golf. You know what I'm saying? But he is what he is. Um, what up, Lavelle?
What up, Lavelle? Salute,
Yeah,
brother.
I'm just hopeful. I'm just hopeful that that it can come together. I got my eye on the defense. I want the defense to come together because you know what I'm saying. If we can get some stops, if we can give our offense more
Man, I
opportunities,
love the
man, phew,
defense.
that'll be great.
Yeah, I'm loving the way the defense, bro. I'm loving. I ain't seen a defense. I mean, on paper, I'm gonna keep it at that. They ain't did nothing yet. They finished 9-8 last year. We hoping for a great improvement. But we got to remember these are young cats. They potential is through the roof. Hutchinson, like I think the player of the year, my prediction this season. Twine. I ain't gonna say all that, bro, but I hope so. Yeah. But when you think about that defensive line, I'm hearing good things about Broderick Martin. Who was it? Frank Ragnar. He blew up the other day. Broderick blew him up and got to the sack or whatever. And Ragnar said, "Oh boy, this is a big boy that's strong." You know what I mean? But only thing his only problem is his fundamentals. A lot of times when you go to these smaller schools, they teach fundamentals, but it wasn't. He played with his pad levels high, so they getting on
Right.
him about playing with his pad levels low. But he like 330 or something, 6'5", something like that, real
Yeah.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ragnar all pro center was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So you think about guys like that, and I'm loving the chances. James Houston fighting to get on, and he was 7-8 sacks in 8-9 games. You know, who else? See the kick the kick me out.
JJ
Yeah.
freezing up again.
Do you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, they working with me.
yeah, they messing with you. You delayed. You know what I'm saying? Delayed robotic a little bit.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna trip on them. I'm gonna let them do what they do. They ain't gonna stop us though.
No doubt.
But
Dre B say
yeah,
golf.
but yeah,
We got a golf
what
fit.
you?
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at golf. I'm not a hater of golf. You know what I mean? I feel like if you put the players around them, which Brad Holmes is doing, it's gonna elevate him, and I'm hoping it do.
yeah.
Right?
And shout out to the offensive coordinator as well. Like they've
Ben,
been bigging
yeah,
him up. Like you know, uh,
Ben Johnson.
yeah. They loving Ben. They like, hey, what I'm saying, like he popping us open. You know what I'm saying, designing plays, and he was doing that last year too. Like they was, what I'm saying, with all the weapons that they have, and to be able to move cats around and create matchups, motion this way, what I'm saying, all kind of stuff that he does in the offense, man. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see. Um, just want it all to
Yeah,
come together. I don't know what kind of prediction I want to even have at this point. You know, there's some folks out there, what I'm saying, that's going real high, like 12, 13 wins. I ain't ready for that.
yeah.
I, I'm not. But I do think
That's,
we're improved, very improved,
oh yeah,
and hopefully it manifests itself in the record itself.
yeah. That's my thing is I think we're gonna be in every game. It's gonna come. I don't know about the kicker situation, which a lot of times people don't look at the kicker situation as important, but I always felt better when Hansen was kicking, and also even Prater. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah,
lose no game by no 1 or 2 points, man. That's gonna be some bullshit. Yeah. You know
yeah.
what I
Well, the
mean? He
beautiful thing
clanging them
about the
off.
NFL is they seem to, what I'm saying, you have a bad kicker and then they cut somebody and find somebody at the grocery store. You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying?
hoping so. Yeah,
Next
I'm
thing you
hoping
know,
so.
like
Cause
where this guy came from?
I
Ah,
think we just cut Bagley, but we had two other cats, I guess. So I'm hoping it play out. I think that might be if we can depend on our kickers.
yeah. Um, yeah, hopefully it just don't be a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't pay too much attention to it. But as long as it ain't a weakness, what I'm saying? Hey, what I'm saying? Let's roll. Um, but like I said, what I'm saying? I'm gonna be online tonight, trying to look for me some tickets to go to one of these preseason games just to see it in person. You know what I'm saying? My boy Lavelle on here, that's my rider. You know what I'm saying? Go on ahead, man. Look online with me. See what we can come up with, man, so we can roll on out. You know how we do. So,
can you hear me?
uh, trying to
I
wait
don't
on
know. It's
see if yeah, you kind of
yeah,
back, kind of back.
yeah. They tripping on me. Damn. Let me refresh it.
Yeah, for sure. While J Jack refreshing, man. Yeah, man. So tonight I got Spence, and you know what I'm saying about these Lions, man. I'm ready to see them in action, man. Uh, and hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying, really jump out the gate. We got the Chiefs right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a barn burner. You know what I'm saying? Man, I would love to see us, you know what I'm saying, getting the shootout with old Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? And man, we mess around and really ball with them. Man, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? To ball with the champs like that, man, the sky would be the limit. And then, man, even when we get J-Mo back, man, that's gonna be a whole shot in the arm as well. Man, uh, it's all about that defense too, though. Like I wanna see what them linebackers like. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what that secondary like. Um, you know, see if we can put it together. See if we can put it together, man. We can put it together. You know what I'm saying? This division is there for the taking. Division is there for the taking. I think, Minnesota might surprise us a little bit and be better than we think. Um, but I think, it's in the division for the first time in a long time, you know what I'm saying, without discount double checker up there in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? With him going to the Jets, you know what I'm saying? It's wide open. It's wide open for us. Can we go and take this division and go get it for the first time since I was a teenager? You know what I'm saying? Uh, last time we won the division, I think it was in the 90s somewhere. Um, Man, it's right there for the taking. It's right there for the taking. And, hopefully we can make it happen for sure. But other than that, man, I'm just ready for football, ready for these Lions, uh, ready for these. Shout out to the Michigan Wolverines. Y'all know what it is. Ready for us as well. I think Michigan is even in a better place than the Lions, way better. I think we are a top 4 team. You know what I'm saying? I think we're a true national championship contender. I truly believe that. Um, it's just another situation of you got to put it together. You know what I'm saying? Our first 4 games gonna be, cupcakes, and then we jump right into the schedule. You know what I'm saying? You got that Minnesota game on the road. I think we stayed on the road, uh, and then of course the biggest one of them all, best rivalry in sport. We get a chance to smack them suck eyes around for the 3rd straight year. You know what I'm saying? If we can do that and jump right back into the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, and try to avenge ourselves because, man, that TCU loss still sting a little bit. So, J Jack, you there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you kind of
Man,
there.
they really done cut me dry. Damn. Ah, it's a fight to get on here. I'm fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know what the heck. This 7 o'clock or 6:30 or whatever it was. They must have shut that down.
Yeah, I think they just said that's enough of y'all.
Man, the South boy, the Wi-Fi be garbage sometimes. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. For
Okay,
sure.
yeah. I just seen something flash on my screen. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking on here and I keep seeing myself freezing.
Yeah, yeah, you frozen. Yep, yeah, you definitely frozen again. Um, yeah, but yeah, that's you know what I'm saying with us. You know what I'm saying with Michigan, man. Just ready to see it happen. You know what I'm saying. I don't know how little brother looking over there in East Lansing. You know what I'm saying. Uh, I know y'all been deep into that transfer portal. You know what I'm saying, and we'll see how that go. Um, but I think Big Ten wise, I think we've been named the favorite. I think it's been basically us and Ohio State, then Penn State. Um, Not sure who after that. It may be like Illinois. Um, Not sure about Wisconsin. Wisconsin got old boy from Cincinnati that went up there. They changing their whole program around. You know what I'm saying? It kind of remind me of us with Rich Rod a little bit, where you know what I'm saying. Wisconsin been bully ball running the ball forever. You know what I'm saying? That's tradition up there. Like they run the ball. For them to get a spread coach up there is real different. Stuck with Tuck. Okay.
Man, y'all talk about my Michigan State squad. That's what they was setting me up for. Y'all could talk about my squad and I wouldn't be here.
I just happened to read that comment. I was talking about Wisconsin. Like I think that's gonna be a different. It kind of reminded me of what happened with us when Rich Fry came, and it was a whole culture shock because he run the spread on offense. You know what I'm saying? So, and he did hire a spread offensive coordinator. So it's gonna be different up there in Wisconsin to not see them with 350-pound linemen. You know what I'm saying? Pounding the rock. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be different. It's gonna be interesting to see how that works out with them. Um, it's gonna be real interesting. Um, dare I say different? Very, very different. I'm wondering. I don't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? I know they got a blog or something, but I don't really pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? What they saying up there in Madison about the change. How that's gonna go. I wonder, you know what I'm saying, how that's playing out up there in Madison. You know what I'm saying, with them switching to a spread offense. That's gonna be different to see up there. Um, See J Jack kind of in here.
Man, I'm getting frustrated.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, I think it's basically telling us to to go on and check on up out of here. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Rather than continue to deal with the technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? I think we just over an hour, about an hour and three, which I know we wanted to go an hour. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but while J Jack trying to get back in for this final call, I just want to say thank you to everybody that jumped on with us, man, from Shot to Tone to Twan, Dre. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that jumped on with us, man. Lavelle, um, man, thank y'all so much for jumping on with us. We appreciate everybody that rock with us. We rock with y'all. Um, you know what I'm saying? And we kicking off, this third year of Thawed Sports Talk Live. Um, in our 12th year of Sports Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be another great sports year. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all will continue to rock with us on the live and also in the sports talk in the Thawed Sports Talk group. You know what I'm saying? Make sure if you're not in a group, make sure you jump in the group, man, with us. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure to get you in. You know what I'm saying? Hit that request button so you can get in there and get wild. You know what I'm saying? It's really about to kick off football season. It's something special in sports talk, man. We really jump it off. We really make it happen. So, man, hopefully y'all, you know, jump in there with us. J Jack, you there? Okay. I think he might still be frozen. uh, but man, thanks to everybody from Thawed Magazine to Sports Talk Texas. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to Michelle Flowers and everybody, with the Thawed Magazine team, man. We appreciate y'all. Um, and man, until next week, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all and salute.